Hey beautiful family, welcome back to my channel. On this channel I go by Anna. This channel is about love, positivity, beauty, and real life. And if you're down with that, stick around and subscribe. So you guys, in today's video I am going to be talking about some sensitive subjects. So if you are not ready to hear certain things regarding what I am going to refer to as ED, which stands for, and also I am going to be talking about cancer. So if those things upset you, trigger you, or make you feel a certain way, you know, maybe put this video in your watch later when you are ready to watch it. But I'm going to be delving deep today and talking about certain things that are going on in my life. These videos that I call real life rants are when it's basically a life update but my spin on it. And I don't hold back and I tell you guys what's going on with me, and I get raw and I get real and I get honest, and we talk about real life, and that is why they're called real life rants. So we're going to get right into this video. I will talk to you guys at the end. I'm going live on December 19th. It'll be up on my channel so you guys will be able to see it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys at the end. Let's begin. I worked all day, so me and my, I almost said fiance, me and my husband are going out to dinner. So I'm just going to do a very quick glam look. I don't know what palette I want to use yet. I think I'm just going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. And it doesn't have a mirror, so I'm going to use my Conspiracy palette mirror for this little look here. This is the first time I'm using my Canon, so hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully we're recording. I don't even know, but let's just get into it. So I already have my face done pretty much. I just gotta touch some things up. I'm a little oily. I definitely have some acne going on my chin right now, probably from stress, but it is what it is. So anyway, you guys, I have, well, 2 reviews that I want to do for you guys, and I hope that I can get those out to you guys before I go to Texas, but that would mean that I would have to film after work every night this week and just bang them out. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try my best, and me and my husband are going to vlog while we are in Texas, so you guys will probably not see that content until I get home and I'm able to edit that content. So there's that. So I'm just gonna start off by telling you guys, like I said, me and my husband are going to Texas, and the reason why, so I haven't gone on any vacation or flown since before I met my husband, which was 7 years ago. I went to Jamaica for my sister's wedding. Airfare is very expensive, and I am not made of money, and I don't like to complain about money on my channel because there are so many other people that are so much more worse off than I am that I just feel like it's kind of slapping them in the face, if you know what I'm saying. So I try not to complain about that because everything that I have worked very hard for. However, I don't want to be one of those people that constantly complains about not having money. I really don't like that. I see channels that do that are actually way larger than me and doing way better than me and are monetized, and they're complaining constantly that they don't have any money, and it's like, just shut up already, alright? I am not going to really delve into the makeup that I'm putting on my face. It'll be linked below in the description box per usual. I am very good at listing all of the brushes and all of the makeup that I use in the description box. So there's that. I'm going to Texas to see my stepmother and my father. My father was a dentist. He is now retired, and my stepmother has breast cancer, and it is to the point where she is doing trials now. And I hate to say this, but when somebody starts doing trials because nothing else has worked, it's kind of like, you know, things aren't going well and things are probably not going to turn out the best. But I think that it's brave when people do trials, because sometimes they may work and you may actually, you know, beat the cancer. And it's also a good thing to do trials for people in the future. You know, it shows what works and what doesn't. However, my stepmother right now, the trials are not really working. She had to stop doing her last round of radiation because she was not able to breathe properly, and it just wasn't good. She can't walk long distance right now because she cannot breathe. So there's a lot of factors right now in why she stopped the treatment. And we're going to make it a happy time. Like, we're going to be there from the 21st to the 26th, the day after Christmas. So we're going to spend Christmas with my dad and my stepmother. And what I keep telling myself in my head is that this is going to be her last Christmas. And that's very negative thinking. We don't know that, you know, I can't predict the future, but the negative part of my brain keeps telling me that. You know, I want to make it fun. I want to make it a happy time and an enjoyable time for my dad seeing me. He hasn't seen me blonde yet, so that's going to be fun and interesting. But my stepmother, one thing I will say about her is that basically, you know, she doesn't sugarcoat stuff. She doesn't live in fairy tale land like some of my other family members that I'm not going to bring up because I don't want to talk badly about them on the internet. But she is a very brave woman, and she has basically looked death in the face and just said, okay, like, I am going to accept this. If this is going to take me, I'm going to accept it. And I don't know how she does that. I just don't know how she does it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I am so angry sometimes inside because she's such a beautiful person, and it just sucks what's happening to her. And it really hurts me. I don't want to curse, but it really hurts. It hurts me. So the cancer metastasized, and it's in her arm. Like, she has a tumor in her arm. So that is causing pain, like, into her neck area, which is excruciating from what she has said. So she takes medication for her pain, and it makes her drowsy, and it just makes her feel crappy, you know? So my dad told me basically, you know, you want to come down when she's feeling you know, okay. And thankfully, you know, she's feeling okay right now, and she's not on radiation or chemo right now at the moment. So it looks like we are going to be able to, like, really have a good time. And I am going to, like I said, probably cry in the shower so no one can hear me, because my stepmother really did play a huge role in saving my life, especially when I had my ED. I was really sick at one point, and I never talked about this on my channel before because it's a really hard and sad story, but I had pneumonia, and the pneumonia was so bad that I actually had a hole in my left lung, and that was due to me not taking care of myself. And I will do a story time on that if you guys want to hear more about it, but I weighed 105 pounds and my fever was over 100 degrees, and it was a really bad situation. So if you guys want to hear that story, I will tell it, because I feel like it's important for people who may have a loved one who has an eating disorder, or who is going through it themselves. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it would help somebody. So I also wanted to talk to you guys about my diet and being on a diet when you have an eating disorder. Basically, I will get into a little bit about my eating disorder because I have to let you guys know about my diet and how I'm eating and everything. My eating disorder has manifested in many different ways, you guys, throughout the years, but I would eat one meal a day, and it would be at nighttime, and I would kind of just binge out because, and this is towards the end of my eating disorder, this is what I was doing. I would kind of, you know, binge out because I hadn't eaten the whole day, and I was like, you know, I can take these calories in, and it actually didn't even work. I stayed at the same weight. I didn't lose any weight by doing that. I just kind of stayed at the same weight. And I noticed how terribly unhealthy it was for me to be doing that to my body. And my husband was no longer eating dinner with me because I also have a weird thing where I can't eat around people. It's weird, like I can eat around people in a restaurant because the focus isn't all on me. But if it's just me and my husband, the focus is me and him, and I get really self-conscious, and I can't eat. I can't do it. I can't eat around him, and it's sad because that's my husband. I should be able to eat around him. So I am still actively working on that issue because that is a huge issue for me right now. Me and my husband don't eat at the same time. And that's really sad, unless we're going out to eat, and that's why we're going out to eat tonight. But sometimes you have to talk about the tough subjects because you have to get through them. And I feel like me and Rocco as a couple are really good at communicating and talking through things and talking things out. So I am working on my little phobia right now of not being able to eat in front of Rocco. However, I no longer do the 1 meal a day thing, but I do intermittent fasting. I'm not a doctor, so I'm like, this is literally just my opinion. But for me, personally, it's been really helpful with me having an eating disorder, doing intermittent fasting. So I will eat like a yogurt in the morning, or, you know, like a breakfast bar. I really like the Nutri-Grain bars. I've always loved those. And I get like a variety pack, you know, I'll eat those. And then throughout the day, I will not eat. And then I will eat dinner. I'm trying to blend this in so it looks pretty. I'm excited to see my father. I don't get to see him a lot, and he's getting older, and it's like I said, airfare is not cheap. And, you know, he can afford it, but sometimes, like, he's very smart with his money, and he's like, oh, like, you know, we're on a fixed income, and it's like, you are a retired dentist. What do you mean you're on a fixed income? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? What I now do when it comes to food is I will forever be careful. And what I mean by that is I will forever have this in the back of my mind, this little demon on my shoulder telling me that, you know, I am overweight. And that's another reason, like, it's hard to talk about this topic, is because there are people that are overweight, and it makes me feel bad because I know that I'm not overweight. My sister has a weight problem, and she's had a weight problem her whole life. But it's an eating disorder. You know what I mean? Like, that is why I have that thought process, and that's gonna be with me forever, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I just will always look at food differently than everybody else, and I have to be careful. I have to be careful, you guys, because that little voice could creep back in so fast. I could be back into my active eating disorder, which is not like a fear of mine, but for me personally, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be in my ear telling me that I don't look good enough, or I am not thin enough, or my thighs are touching, and that's an issue. And just everything that having an eating disorder encompasses, it's going to be in my head for the rest of my life personally. And maybe not, you know, I am seeking help for all of that. I have a therapist and I have a psychiatrist. How could I forget psychiatrist? Because for the longest time, I was looking for one, and you guys were supporting me the whole way through all of that hell, and it was literal hell. So I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you, because that was seriously something that I was crying about on like a daily basis for weeks. When I made that live stream talking about, you know, what has happened to me, and I was, you know, going through that bout and everything, I was really, really in a really dark place, and I was close to going back to my old ways with eating, and I was just, it was bad. My whole life have kind of been depressed, and I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and OCD, and that's pretty much my diagnoses when it comes to mental health. I did my under eyes. They look really cute. You guys have to let me know if you like this look. It's a little fiery halo eye kind of deal going on. Whatever. So I talked to you guys about Texas. I talked to you guys about my eating disorder. I know it probably came out a little bit fumbly because it's hard to talk about, but people are a lot more open to talking about these things and discussing these things and not being so judgy. I mean, there are people that are judgy and will call you crazy and, you know, call me a crazy bitch all day long. You know, we were driving down the road the other day and somebody tried to walk out in front of us. So then, okay, so he walks out in front of us with a pizza in his hand and we were like almost about to hit him. So of course my husband's like, what the F? And I was in a bad mood. So I jumped out of I didn't jump out of my window. I rolled the window down and put like half of my body outside of the window and I was screaming at him. And then he proceeded to call me a crazy bitch and I was like, yes, honey, yes, give me life. I am a crazy bitch. So I don't mind being called a crazy bitch. Whatever, you know. I feel like bitch is no longer like a negative connotation anymore. I really feel like it's kind of like a compliment. Like, you're such a bitch, you know. But, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I think I'm going to finish off my makeup and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more. I just want to put some eyeliner, some black eyeliner on and some mascara and do my bronzer and my blush, and I'll be right back to finish off our conversation. Okay, so hopefully my camera does not die. I finished off my look. I chiseled my cheeks and I actually put on Gerard Cosmetics Nude Lip Pencil and the shade Everything Nice. It's a Hydra Matte Liquid Lipstick. It is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this brand, you guys. I cannot say enough good things about it, and the owner is Jen Gerard, and she is amazing, and she supports small influencers, and I love her to pieces, so there's that. So anyway, I feel like this lip went like perfect with this look, and you guys, with this blonde hair, I feel like I can get away with these more like spicy kind of orangey reddish looks. I don't know, I didn't used to really do them before, but now I'm kind of feeling spicy with this new hair. So I do have to get it fixed up, but whatever. So like I've said before, I know why people say I have the best subscribers in the world. And the reason that people say that is because your subscribers are supporting you. So of course you're going to think and feel like you have the best subscribers and support system in the world, because you do, because they're supporting you and you need that support. You know, like being a creator, it's hard. It's hard putting your face out there on the internet and your name, and it's hard getting dragged and, you know, mean comments here and there and just stuff like that. And it's just crazy because I am not even close to 1,000 subscribers and I've already had some draggings. So my God, I can only imagine. So you guys, in closing, I just wanted to say that I hope that you guys got something out of this video. It's always good for me to purge my feelings and get things out. And I trust you guys. You know, we're able to really engage, you know, in the comment section. So I love you guys very much so. And while I am in Texas, I am going to be vlogging. However, I am not going to be posting content So I'm trying to, right now this week, I'm trying to bang out videos for you guys so that when I'm in Texas, I can post those videos. But if I cannot, just know that I'm not going anywhere and I'm going to be here forever because my channel is my baby and my subscribers are my friends, and that's that. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you're a silent watcher, thank you for watching. I see you, I feel you, and I am just glad that you're watching me, period. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.